All right, so had to take a small break, had to fix him something to eat. This is part 2. Once again, this is part 2. Do not watch this video if you haven't watched part 1. I'm gonna repeat that. Sisters, mainly, because sometimes, or mostly, I don't listen. Do not watch this one until you have watched part 1. Stop this video now and go back that way. You're still here. So which means that more than likely you have watched part 1 in full. Not some, not half, not most. You were in and out. No, that means you paid attention to part 1 completely. And you're just dying to know what is he about to say in part 2. All right. So as you already know, this is based off, well, you already know, it was based off, a current event that happened in 2020, obviously. So what you're about to see was something that I wrote back in 2020. Okay. So with that being said, ladies and gents, let me first go ahead and share my screen. By the time you see this one, part 1 would have been uploaded. Right now, it's uploading right now. It hasn't been uploaded yet. But as you see right here, are Israelite sisters worth marrying? And you see it says part 1. So please make sure you have seen this one before watching the current video that you're now on. I'm saying that again, because if you ask a question and say something X, Y, and Z, I already gonna know you didn't watch it. Not even gonna respond. Okay, so if you've gotten to part 2 and had the discipline enough to watch part 1, wasn't offended, didn't get in your feelings and your emotions, and you understood it for what it really is, and you soaked that in, now you're waiting for part 2, that means, look, you more than likely, sister, you probably not too bad. All right, probably not too bad. Let's hope for you. Let's hope for you after all. Those that got offended with part 1 got their feelings, and obviously, yeah, they're doomed. Okay, so let me go ahead and click off that really quick. Let me go here. Boom. Okay. So, ladies and gents, matter of fact, I can actually stop sharing my video. So once again, this is part 2. Okay. Now, first things first, let's look at this meme here. All right. Take a look at this meme. You know how it says a picture tells 1,000 words, if you will. So I'm going to give you a second to go ahead and take a look at this meme really quick, because this meme is powerful on so many levels. So letting you go ahead and check it out. Okay. Now that you've done that, the meme that I took and made. And as you see right here, you have the woman here who's dressing worldly. She finally picked the Bible up. She read it, right? She began to change her life on over, as you see. And now, boom, look at her, dressing modest, and she's now walking what it is. She has the Bible, and you see the red book is the apocrypha there. Got her fringes, if you will, but this woman used to be this woman, obviously. You get what I'm saying? Then you see down here, same thing. You got 2 women right here loving on each other, right? Then all of a sudden, boom, this one right here, she gets the word, picks it up, realize that's wrong, start dressing, moving modestly, and boom, she gets a man of the Lord, right? So this is what I said, brothers. It is better if you get you a woman out the world and teach her yourself. Keyword, yourself. Okay. This is actually the YouTube channel, me and my wives. But I says, who has never been involved with camps, with camps doctrines, or with 95% of women in the truth. All right. I said, mold her into the woman of God and the perfect helpmeet for you, because it just may save you a headache and stress in so many ways, starting with indoctrination. Okay. I says, reteach her. redress her, rebuild her, and remarry her. So let's go ahead and deal with this. So you're going to find out the main reason why I'm saying, brothers, look, you're better off just getting a woman out of the world who dress and move like this and mold her into this woman right here so that you can marry her. And I'm saying that why is because she hasn't been involved with camps, meaning these groups, right? Doctrine just means messages and teachings. So she hasn't learned from no other camps or no other Israelite churches at all. So that means you get to teach her yourself, okay? And I said, another thing she hasn't been involved with, she hasn't been involved with 95% of women in truth. I did not put 100% of women in the truth because this does not apply to all women in the truth. When I say in the truth, meaning she picked the Bible up, she acknowledged herself as an Israelite, and she is now walking in the customs and the culture of us being Israel, okay? That is what I'm speaking about. So here it is, by you teach this woman yourself, and you found the woman like this who knew nothing about this, right? You don't have to worry about has she been learning and sitting up under such and so, which I'll get to later. So I said, mold her into a woman of God. Boom, right? And I said, and the perfect helpmeet for you, right? Well, you know, I don't have to watch this. My mama taught me how to be a helpmeet to a man. Yeah, I'm sure she did. And she probably did a great job. But she didn't teach you what I like and what I don't like. She didn't teach you that. She didn't teach you the things that I may or may not want to put up with or may not want to deal with. So she may have taught you how to be a helpmeet, but she didn't teach you how to be the perfect helpmeet for me specifically. This ain't coming to America where that woman was raised up knowing and understood everything that he liked. This ain't that. So anyway, brothers, I'm saying it just may save you a headache and stress. And you're going to find out why I'm saying that. But I said in so many ways, starting with what? Indoctrination. So this woman has not been indoctrinated. She hasn't been learning these wrong teachings. Okay? So she hasn't been indoctrinated. Understand that? So indoctrination is dealing with what? Hold on, wait 1 second, guys. It's dealing with what? Huh? So basically, when you are teaching a person to accept a set of beliefs, is what it means. Okay? So she hasn't gone through that. She hasn't gone through that at all. So with that being said, now that you fully understand this meme, and now you understand why I'm doing that, let's go ahead and get to it. Okay. Had to send a brother a text message. He was calling me. All right. So here we go. Brothers only. So brothers, this is to you. To you. Brothers only. I said, bro talk. Are Israelite sisters worth marrying? Now, one would look at this first and say, let me go ahead and turn the camera back on. If you look at the title, it'll look like, is he trying to say that he don't want to marry us? He want to go outside of another nation? He don't want to deal with us? No, I'm not saying that. Now, some brothers that may be their thing. They may say, hey, well, you know, I don't mind dealing with a woman of another nation. That's not my thing. That's not something that I'm into. That's not something I agree with. You know, yes, we know that our sisters have issues. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm not going to go out and deal with no other nation and marry her. That's just not my thing. All right. So, let me go ahead and reshare my screen again. Okay. Matter of fact, going back, reteach her, because when you're reteaching her, that means what? That means at that point, the things that she once knew, how she grew up, how she was, the things that she was raised upon, it's time to reteach her all over again from scratch. But I said redress her. Why? Because the Bible tells us how a woman is supposed to be dressing. 1 Timothy 2:9. It tell you that women women adorn themselves in what? Modest apparel. Modest apparel. All right. She should dress modestly. So then I says, rebuild her. Sisters in our community, look, I understand. A lot of y'all need to be rebuilt. You know, you grew up learning one way. You know, a lot of y'all have been facing trauma. You know, let me go back. I know and understand a lot of y'all face trauma, you know, so such as, you know, some of you all have been beaten. Some of you all have been in physical abuse, mental abuse. You all have bared so much, a lot of things that y'all been going through. I get it. I definitely get it. I understand that a lot of y'all are facing trauma, and a lot of y'all have not healed properly. And a lot of brothers have not either, have not healed properly, you know, from, you know, sisters, y'all might have been going through deaths in the family, to rape, abuse, quote unquote, what they call cheated on, you know what I'm saying, heartbreaks. You know, I get it. So a lot of y'all need to be rebuilt from scratch, right? And a lot of sisters that are in the truth now, that, or shall I say, know the truth, that's quote unquote walking in the truth, is still traumatized from their past life. Got into the truth and boom, immediately end up getting married, didn't even heal. You get what I'm saying? I even made a video called Judah the Shootah Exposed, and talked about a lot of the mistakes that I did, a lot of mistakes that I had to go through, things that I had to get healed from. You get what I'm saying? So I understand firsthand that even a lot of our brothers need to be repaired. A lot of our brothers need to be healed too. A lot of them still want to use the Bible to try to justify beating on a woman. I get it, you know, so there's healing. Speaking of healing, we got to heal better. All right. Sisters, get this book just to help you. All right. Heal better. I get it. Heal better. The prayer journal. All right. Your journey to what? It says to wholeness begins here. Check this out. Definitely get the book. It's very cheap on Amazon. All right. So with that being said, I get it. I understand that healing is man. I get it. All right. But guess what, sisters? It's your responsibility to heal. Guess what, brothers? It's your responsibility to heal. All right. So going back, rebuild her. You know, after she's been rebuilt, she's been repaired, right? She now knows what it is that you require. She now knows what the Bible requires, of course, obviously. She's walking in this truth. Then guess what you can now do? Marry her. Why wouldn't you? You can keep her as your friend and let someone else marry her? No, of course not. So, sisters, if you've seen part one, I hope you have. Do not watch this if you haven't watched part one. All right. So now that we got that out the way, if you have watched part one, that means you're ready for part two. And obviously, if you're watching this, you are a sister that's looking for a husband. You tired of being a single woman. You tired of being a baby mama. You tired of not having a hedge. And if you don't know what a hedge is, you have better watch this video right here. She has no hedge and she's rebellious. All you single sisters, you better watch this video. Life and death depends on it. If you have no hedge, watch this video right here. She has no hedge and she's rebellious. So watch the video. All right. So with that being said, shout out to Masha. I was just talking about, you know, me and him did part one. So here we go. Let me turn my camera off real quick. All right. So again, are Israelite sisters worth marrying? I said this post is long, but it's going to break some hearts. And this post is only for 1 or 2 people that take the time to work through this post. I made it long on purpose. Only the strong, based on only strong survive. I said my fourth wife would be taken from out of the world. Carnal woman. A woman who don't know much about the Hebrew culture or nothing at all about the Hebrew culture. Then I'm going to teach her from scratch. And guess what, y'all? I'm actually courting a woman now. And this is a true story right now. Teaching her from scratch. I said, kind of like women. Look at this right here. I said, kind of like women who bake a cake from scratch. Why? Because it's fresh and it's better. You see what I compared that to? Like women who bake a cake from scratch. Why? Because it's fresh, and it's better. I said, brother, let's talk about this. I said, one of the advantages of taking a woman out of the world and bringing her into the truth to her Hebrew culture and the Bible is, dun, dun, dun. She ain't like the sisters who already know the truth and been in this walk for years and still ain't got no husband, but trying to voice her opinion on what a husband should be and do, which means she ain't had her mind tainted by these rebellious ass sisters. Look, sis, you done been in this truth 2 and 3 years and you still ain't got no husband? Yeah, you definitely better watch my video about not having a hedge. We see right through you, sisters. And I may have to do a part 3 just to talk about that, the excuses that you hear. But anyway, I says, she's had no outside influences from them, like these rebellious ass sisters. I said, she hasn't been involved with no other camp, which is the church or group. I said, or false doctrine, which means she's not going to be mouthy when you teaching her and correcting her. She's like the cake that is baked from scratch. Wow. So, for example, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, she learned something from another brother, right? From another group or for another camp. And then you come in, you teach her, and then she used to watch those brothers, or maybe currently still watching those brothers. Guess what, brother? It's going to be a battle between you, her, and whoever she's listening and learning from. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle. Even if you wrong, brother, and they right, the fact of the matter is there's going to be a argument. It's going to be a clash somewhere. Why? Because when you teach her something, she's going to get mouthy. Yeah, you're right, but she's not going to be quiet. She's not going to listen. So at that point, you and I both know, brother, that's going to bring frustration to you. Sister, you're going to bring frustration to him. That's just what it is. So the point that I'm going to be going over is it's easier. Am I saying don't take a woman out the Israelite community? No, I'm not saying it. But I'm saying is it's going to be a whole lot more easier if you bring her in under you versus going to get one in the Hebrew community that was up under someone else. Okay? So with that being said, let me go ahead and continue. All right. Now, let me go ahead and continue. Hold up. Sorry about that. Hold it down, y'all. I'm doing a video. And they're laughing and joking. All right. So now, I says, right here, it says, she knows nothing about these groups, which means 9 times out of 10, if she's had more than one sexual partner in her past, she ain't had your brother. Nor has she been listening to any of these groups, only you. Guess what, brother? Guess what? Some sisters have at least had, not all, but some sisters have had sexual partners of brothers who's been in the truth. And 9 times out of 10, you all will be crossing paths. Especially your brother, I heard, is the leader in Israel, you're doing your thing. She's been with a brother already, and now y'all crossing paths. Y'all might be cool. Think about this, bro. Does that mean that if you go get a woman out of the world, the same thing may not happen? No, but I'm saying the chances of it is greater in the Hebrew community. Okay, so let me go ahead and continue. I said, she ain't moved to another city or camp. See that? Or change her name and recreate herself living a double life. A lot of sisters do that, y'all. A lot of sisters do that. They'll change their name, make a new Facebook page, move to a whole nother city, join a whole nother group. And those people out there don't know her. She can just easily lie and say, yeah, I just came into the truth lying. And now she's married, but yet she's a runaway wife. Bro, I counsel people all over the entire world. What I'm telling you is the truth. Sisters, some of y'all have heard these stories and can confirm these stories. And you know what I'm saying is the truth. So understand where brothers is coming from on saying, look, we don't know about you yet because you talk too much. All right. But again, if you ain't looking for no husband and you wondering why, how can I find a husband? And you probably need to just keep watching. If not, this video is just not for you. All right. So here we go again. Here we go. Let me highlight that. Boom. I said she ain't make a new Facebook page and added another group of Hebrews and now fronting like she's someone she's not. Yo, I see this. Now keep in mind, y'all, this, what you see here and reading here, this is not a video to diss anybody. This was made and written back in December is when I wrote this. All right. I'm just sharing it with you now. But I wrote this back in December. And I mentioned these things to my brother Mash before that. All right. So I said, she's not a runaway wife from some other Hebrew that she lied on and disobeyed him. And now she's single, or she ain't saying things like, well, we really ain't married, since she can no longer be rebellious. So you got sisters that will marry a brother. He puts his foot down, set a standard of rules, argument comes about, she gone. And then she'll tell the people, oh, I'm not really married. This is with those who get pieces of paper and those who don't get pieces of paper. It's on both ends. Both ends. Because one could argue, well, they didn't have any paperwork. Well, sounds good, but if she won't believe the paperwork of the Lord, the Bible, and won't obey that, what makes you think she's gonna give a damn rat's ass about some paperwork? But that's another topic for another day that I will be discussing, Lord's willing. So here we go. Let's go on down some more. I said, brothers, she's not some sister who used to court a brother you cool with. Ooh, that's a big one in our community. Courting, guys, is in the sense of dating to see like, yo, or getting to know a person. And people in the community, they view courting different. But the general meaning is for courting, they're getting to know each other to see, can we cohabit? Can we exist? Are we gonna get married? Can I deal with you? You know, getting to learn a person. Some people court for 6 months, some people court for a year, some people court for 2 years. It just depends. Some people skip that, get right to marriage. None of it is against the Bible. All right, we see it all sorts of things. You have questions on that? Ask me. If you're sincere in what you ask me. But anyway, brother, she's not some sister. She's not some sister who used to court a brother you cool with. All right, that's real big in our community, extremely big. So you dealing with a sister in the truth, 9 times out of 10, she used to court a brother, or used to deal with a brother in the truth already. Yeah. Oh, we. So I said, here we go. I says, here we go. I said, yeah, I said, brother, she's not some sister who used to court a brother you cool with or was once cool with, because you might not even be talking with a brother or something like that. I said, these women will be courting 4 or 5 men and dealing with 4 or 5 and talking down on poly. Oh, wait, that's another thing too. These sisters will talk down on poly, meanwhile flirting with so many brothers, dealing with so many brothers, courting so many brothers in the truth. There's a sister right now. She ain't been in the truth that long, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Man, look, I know personally about 5 or 6 brothers that she has been courting and dealing with. Brothers that she's even slandered and lied on. I've seen, and get this, I made this post before I knew who she was. This same sister, y'all no lie, would make posts about poly. Poly, want to deal with men who poly. Then turns around and diss poly. Meanwhile, she's courting and dealing with several brothers in the truth. But anyway, it says, and would have that man who you cool with feel some type of way about you deep down. This actually happened with me. Bro, you know who I'm talking about. Says, we all know that most women who diss poly already got another man's child. That's something we hear about a lot. I says, and already been courting and dealing with more than one man since she's been in the truth. Ooh, ouch. Or a runaway wife, a woman who followed one of these camps. I said, they are the ones who do it the most. The most. It's more than likely that she falls into one of these brackets that's doing this. Okay. I says, go. Boom. I says, so you getting a woman who hasn't deal with a brother you knew in any type of way, even from back in the day. Even from back in the day. I says, you don't know him or anything about his platform. She don't know nothing about another man's teaching. She only know you as her teacher, which means her mind will be more like yours versus the one who's been in the truth and has become more like the man she worships on YouTube. Wow. Kind of like the Christian woman who only listens to the pastor. You say something and she would be like, well, Pastor T.D. Jakes said this, which is contrary to what you said. She don't have a problem with what it says in Ephesians 5:24, especially when it says all things in that verse. Okay, so that being said, go ahead and reshare my screen again. Ephesians 5:24, when it says, therefore, as the church is subject, again, which is in submission, in obedience unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. That's what I'm speaking about right there. Also, in the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, in the Apocrypha. Where you at? Here we go. Sirach 7. When it says here, it says, and it's in a sense of asking in a sarcastic way. And I talked about this in part 1. Hast thou a wife after your mind? Forsake her not. This is the part I wanted to talk about. We should be having a wife that's after our minds, meaning what? She thinks like you. She moves like you. Her ways is dedicated to your ways. What she understands is how you understand, how you taught it to her. Brothers, don't forsake that woman. But if her mind is after the mind of some other brother in some other camp or some other group, or associated with any other group, anything other than what you need her mind to be, then that's not to help me for you. And sisters, listen up. If he meeting you, courting you, and dealing with you, and you doing any of that, and you bringing another man's teachers and all of that, it's not going to deal with you. Not going to deal with you. It's easier to pull a woman out of the world who don't know nothing, or who know, yeah, I know all about the Israelites. I studied just a little bit, but I don't really know too much about it. It's easy to deal with her on one who just came into the truth. And then you, boom, you caught her in time. It's kind of like a cancer, like a person who has cancer, and you stop it before it spreads all over the body, or shall I say the mind. If you can stop it there, then brother, yeah, pursue her. is worth dealing with before that cancer getting in her bone marrow. And after that, she's damaged goods spiritually. And sisters, this is the raw and uncut truth. I say this in love. I say this in love, sisters. To save you, stop listening to these rebellious sisters. Stop listening to them. Sisters, you come into this truth. This is how you know when a sister is probably rebellious and got a red flag. This is what she should be teaching. If she ain't teaching this, she's a red flag. Red flag. Titus chapter 2, verse 3, it says, the aged women likewise, look at this, says that they being what? Behavior, as becoming what? Holiness, meaning what? Being holy, set apart. Not like everybody else. It says, not false accusers. That's what these sisters will do. Be lying. Not given to much wine. She didn't say she can't drink wine, but she can't be given over to it in the sense of she can't be a drunk. It says teachers of good things. Let's see what they're talking about. That they may teach the young women. So that means, here it is, they're being an example. To be what? Sober. Why? Because she ain't given too much wine. She's not a drunk. She has a sound mind. But then it says to love their husbands, to love their children. I mean, you would think that that's given. But the scriptures say that's what these women should be teaching. And these older sisters need to be example in teaching this. But then it say to be what? Discreet. How you gonna be discreet and you running your mouth all over Facebook? You arguing with men back and forth. Huh? If you see women doing that, sisters, red flag, get away from her. She's gonna stop you from getting a husband. I'm telling you. Chaste. Let's click on that real quick. Properly clean, innocent, modest, perfect. That's what she should be teaching you, sisters. To be chaste, to be keepers at home, not out in the street. And keep in mind, sisters, if you all out on Facebook doing that nonsense, you ain't being kept at home at all. You still in the street. From a spiritual aspect, obviously. And I don't expect you to fully understand that, but the brothers get what I'm talking about. We know. Good. How you going back and forth with men is good. Arguing with men, trying to teach men, debating, causing strife with men. Huh? It says obedient to their own husbands. Look at this, obedient. What that mean? It says to subordinate, reflectively to obey, be under obedience, put under, subdue, to be made subject, to put in subject, submit self unto, to range under, not next to, not over, under, to what? Subordinate, not insubordinate, but subordinate, to subject, put in subjection, to subject oneself, obey. Look at this, to submit to one's control, to yield to one's admonition or what? Advice. Baby, let me give you some advice on something. Yeah, you're right, bud. X, Y, and Z. I mean, be quiet. To obey, be subject unto. Sisters, take heed to what I'm saying. And if these sisters ain't teaching that, guess what? Stay away from her. She's the devil. It says that the word of God be not blasphemed, meaning what? Disrespected. Disrespected. And ain't no in between. Either you a daughter of Zion, or a daughter of Sarah, or a daughter of Satan. Speaking of that, I got a video that talks about it. You sisters want to know which one you are? Am I a daughter of Zion or a daughter of Satan? Which one am I? Where that video at? What I do? Here it is right here. This video here. Watch this video, daughters of Sarah versus daughters of Satan. There's no gray area in between that. Learn which one you are. You'll be surprised. Oui. Okay? So, going back. Here we go. It says she had a bunch of mutual friends with you and your brothers, and you ain't got to worry about if she's talking to such and such. let me stop this real quick. One of the disadvantages that you sisters are put at, look, I'm gonna just say this, look, if you see a brother that you're interested in courting, do him a favor. Delete all the mutual friends, all of the males. Delete them. Come out of all of those groups that you're in. Come out of them, because if he see you doing that, if he see his mutual partner, a person who he may learn from, even respect, doing that, going back and forth with you, guess what he's not going to want to do? He's not probably going to want to take a chance on you, because it's like, yo, okay, if she's associated with this person, they might be talking. I've been seeing him on her status a lot, and X, Y, and Z. Sisters, I'm giving you advice. Don't do it. So if you're interested in the brother, come out of all those groups. Come out of all those groups. Ask him, how do you feel about me, X, Y, on social media? And X, Y, and Z. See what he says. And you act accordingly. Act accordingly. All right? Because if he can't see you as being submissive today, look, he know you ain't going to do it later. I mean, yeah, you would do it when it's easy. You know, submitting is easy when it's easy. We know that. But if the brother see like, dang, man, her got like 50,000 mutual friends, and here it is, she's on every post, on every this, all my brother, like, oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Get this, sis. He shouldn't even have to tell you. Just do it. Just do it. Trust me. Just do it. All right. I don't expect you to understand. Brothers do. All right. So she ain't got a bunch of mutual friends with you and your brothers, and ain't got to worry about if she talking to such and such. I said she ain't always putting her goddamn 2 cents in on some man's post. Or she ain't always making a post about what another man said. She ain't always putting her 2 cents in on dumb memes and posts, because everyone knows that Israelite women who are in the truth don't know how to shut the fuck up. Y'all be surprised how many brothers who I counsel and say this and feel this way. Sisters, I'm sharing with you what brothers are counseling and telling me. And I've counseled brothers from all over the world, and I teach brothers on a regular. A lot of these brothers that you may or may not see on YouTube, I speak with them behind closed doors. I know some of them. Some of them are elders of groups. Some of them are not. Some of them are even a part of groups. And we all may not agree, but trust me, we see it here, and we know, and we talk. We talk. We talk. Okay. So now it says they gotta say something. I said they gotta say something. Like, you know, in other words, the woman just can't be quiet. She gotta say something. They gotta come disagree with something. They gotta argue something. Am I talking every woman? No. 95%. This ain't talking about you though, sis, is it? Okay, hope not. All right. So it says, she ain't got her eye on you or your spiritual brother. Never have, never will. Who am I talking about? The woman that's in the world. The woman don't know nothing about no Israelite community. She don't know nothing about no camps. So in that case, guess what? She ain't never had her eye or never felt some type of way like, oh, I do like such and such. A brother who you may be cool with or know about or know of, associate with. Or maybe even learn from, or maybe brother you may teach. Or he might be an Israelite brother to a stranger. Y'all may, trust me, more than likely, y'all run into each other in the future. This community is small, big but small. So she ain't got her eye on you or your spiritual brother. Never have, never will. Versus a woman who's been in the truth for years and used to have an eye for such and such. And you just so happen to know who he is. Cool with him. Even study with him, etc. I said, that's awkward as heck, if you ask me. Bringing a woman to this truth, she never even met these people before. So guess what? He ain't got to worry about, like, dang, you know what? She has been in the truth. You know what? Does she know such and such? And turns out she's may have shot her shot with you and you not knowing she done shot her shot at a brother you cool with. Matter of fact, I want to see if I can call this brother real quick. Put him on the spot. Got a little treat for y'all real quick. So you can see what I'm saying is the truth. Hopefully the brother picks up. Let's see. Come on, bro. Pick up the phone.
Hello, you reached court.
Oh, man. He ain't pick up. Let me see if I can call back one more time. Let's see. Anyway, while it's ringing, this is a brother who had a sister who I was courting and he was courting her. Now get this. He had ended up courting her and realized that, yo, she was courting me at one point. She didn't make it into my household, of course, obviously. But the fact of the matter is, like, yo, you knew that I knew him and I was cool with him. And yet you courted him anyway. So it's easy. Get this. There was a sister that even said, yo, she wanted to be a part of my household. Great. Nice, modest dress speaking sister. But get this. The brother who I just called, she had just got done telling him that she loved him. Like they had been courting and dealing with each other. And she was in love with him. And I was trying to call so y'all can hear it out of his mouth. You know, who knows, man, if I do a part 3, you'll hear it. But long story short, she was dealing with my bruh, dealing with me. Yo, brothers, watch it. It's easier with getting a sister who ain't a part of this community. I'm telling you, because if she ain't being physically passed around, she's being spiritually passed around. And when you watch part 1, you know what I mean by when I'm saying that. That's why I said you got to watch part 1. So let me go back and share my screen. And again, this ain't talking about all sisters. So if it ain't you, shut up. This ain't talking about you. And if you got a husband already, this ain't for you anyway. Go that way. All right, this is for the sisters like, yo, why can't I find a husband? Why is it that I'm going through this? And I'm tired of being single. I know it ain't cute being a baby mama. Today, people have embraced being single mothers. Oh, she's called strong. Where is that in the Bible? But again, that's another topic. So anyway, I said, she ain't got an eye on you or your spiritual brother, never have and never will, versus a woman who's been in the truth for a few years and used to have an eye for such and such. Ooh, I love the way Brother John over there teaches. I kind of do like him. And, ooh, that was a good lesson, brother. Shalom. Come on now. Flirting. And now here it is, you dealing with a few months later or a few years later. It's like, yo, didn't you used to be flirting with such and such? Didn't we used to see that? Ugh. Yeah. So let's go back. All right. I says, oh, we had okay, yeah. So I said have a cool way to study with him, etc. I said that's awkward as heck. If you ask me, bringing a woman to the truth, she ain't never met these people before, which means you what? You ain't got to worry about that. I said, here we go. She haven't been friends with her brother's ex-wife who used to be submissive to her husband, used to be. And now manipulating the sisters and having them rebel and forming a what? A dragon clique. That is very common in the community. So I said, we all know when the Israelite sisters get rebellious or bitter, when they hate polygyny, or not even just that, if it just don't work out between them. I said, what they do, brothers, they form a dragon squad and make sneak diss posts. And other bitches who in the truth be like, oh, shalom, sis, that's right. That's right. Oh, make this public. And let me stop there real quick. Sirach 26, also known as Ecclesiasticus, BibleGateway.com. Did he just say bitches? Sirach 26, also known as Ecclesiasticus 26, the Good News Translation. Look at what it says in verse, I'm going to start here. It says, a shameless wife enjoys making a disgrace of herself, but a modest wife will act modestly, even alone with her husband. That's honor right there. But look at this. A self-willed woman, right here, look at that. A self-willed woman is a bitch. That's right in your Bible. It says, but a woman with a sense of decency honors the Lord. A wife who honors her husband will seem wise to everyone. But if she dishonors him by her overbearing attitude, remember we talked about that in part 1? And Masha's like, it meant her attitude. Yeah, he was right. By her overbearing attitude, mean her pride. Everyone would know that she is ungodly. You will see often in the community that some of these rebellious sisters, y'all gotta watch that. Some of these rebellious sisters, it didn't work out between a guy she may have been courting or a guy who she was previously married with. So what she do? Make Facebook posts, start drama, slander. Sisters, if you friends with her, liking those posts, encouraging that, cool with that, guess what, sis? It's gonna put you at disadvantage. Nope, because now we see right there, you in a bunch of mess. When drama pops off, you encouraging it, you not rebuking it, you in the midst of it, or get this, sis, even guilty by association. That social media is gonna get y'all in trouble. I'm telling you, it'll get y'all in trouble. And if you friends with, make that public, sis. Make it public. Now you should be rebuking her. What are you talking about? Sis, you're gonna put yourself in a bad situation. If you want to get married, you're tired of being single, keep listening. This will help you. This will help you. Every brother may not agree with what I'm saying, but I guarantee majority of them will, and they at least understand where I'm coming from. So let's continue. And then a lot of brothers will, man, you'd be surprised at these counsels. So anyway, it says, this is what else a sister do. Then she'll share the post. They click up and make posts about nonsense and start drama, share posts and comment and like, etc. Sisters, watch that. Watch sisters who do that. 9 times out of 10, she's guilty. And it'll come out later. Because people start saying, I see how you move and how you talk. When you were married, you didn't move and talk like that. Now that you quote unquote single and you're away from a man of order, now look at you. Just looking bitter. Every other post, it's a sneak diss and everything like that. It's like when they can't control you, they'll try to assassinate your character. Watch that. Sisters, we know that's what y'all do. We know that's what y'all do. And then you try to go and think that you finna go and deal with another brother in the truth? No, you ain't gonna deal with that. He saw how you move. He saw how you move. Yeah, it's gonna put you at a disadvantage, sis. Your brother wants to deal with that. Your brother ain't gonna have time for that. Even if hypothetically speaking, you talked about somebody in the world, he sees that and be like, nah. She's a drama queen. She likes attention. And some of these sisters that's rebellious will get so bitter and so mad if they see other people showing the person who they now hate and despise love. They don't like that either. So what they want to do is, let me get the attention. Let me show you who y'all cool with. That's who they are. They're devils. The Bible says how they're supposed to be conducting themselves. And if you're confused about that, sis, watch the documentary or the video I did, the Daughters of Sarah versus Daughters of Zion. Daughters of Satan. Watch that. So, sisters, y'all putting yourself at a disadvantage. Brothers, you already know it's easier with getting a woman who's not in the community and teaching her for the first time for yourself than going to deal with these sisters, especially if you're a brother that ain't strong in the scriptures like myself, or maybe a few other brothers. You really better do it. Because you're taking a gamble either way it go. Because you get sisters that come into the truth with hair wraps, fringes, committing adultery, leaving them from under their husband and saying they ain't married. So you're taking a chance either way it go. Either way it go. So anyway, it says, the woman who is coming into the truth for the first time is hungry for this truth. She thirsty for this truth. She studied daily. And most of all, her slate is wiped clean. And you and the word of God is the controller of this outcome. This is a sister who's now repented from her previous sins. This is a sister who studies daily, be up for hours, right? Learning, studying. And you all know, sisters, who I'm talking about. Some of y'all lose that drive. Y'all lose that. Brother, get you a one who is thirsty for this knowledge, thirsty for this truth, thirsty and eager to learn what it is that you have to share with her. Not the woman that's going to combat with you and argue in any type of way. Not at all. Rebuild her from scratch. She's like that cake that has been baked from scratch for the first time, not the second. So I says here, let me go here, boom. I said, think about the sisters who's already in the truth. Most of them can't be taught nothing. No more. Her cup is full. And not even sisters that's always in the truth. You get sisters who you be trying to share the truth with. You be trying to share with her, but her cup is full. Can't teach her nothing. You too busy, y'all too. Yo, sisters, shh, be quiet. It's not gonna get you married. It's not gonna get you married. That already show right there, bro. She don't even fully trust you. It's not gonna work out. She don't fully trust you. Get you the one that's gonna be like, wow, that's deep. Okay, I want to learn more. Say I gotta do this? Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I gotta stop doing that. Oh man. Okay, I'll stop doing it. Gotta submit? Ooh, I ain't done that one before. Okay, I'll do it. And she shows it. So I said her cup is full. When her cup is full, that means you can't pour into her, y'all. I said, and you gotta argue. I said, and you gotta argue over doctrine. You gotta hear her damn 2 cents about something. Or she's been flirting with at least a few brothers you know or have known. And he looking at you sideways. Dang, man, I was talking to her. I was friends with her first. Or dang, man, he knew I kind of felt her. He seen us talking on Facebook. He seen the back and forth with me and that sister 2 years ago, or 2 months ago, even 2 weeks, even 2 days ago, or even 2 hours ago, maybe even 2 minutes ago. Now that brother feels some type of way. And people are going to start looking at her like a straight whore. And she very well may not be. You very well may not be, sis, but guess what? That's how you looked at. Look, this video ain't for everybody, but it's for somebody. All right? And if you're mad, guess what? The emptiest wagon make the most noise. Hey. So anyway, I says, or she's been flirting with at least a few brothers you know or have known, and he looking at you sideways because he actually wanted her. Now he sneak dissing you too now. Oh boy, I've had that one. Me personally, I've had this one. And I've counseled brothers on this. You get brothers who you cool with, and they will straight be mad. He already got another wife. Dang, now he want to court her too. Now he mad. I can't even find one. He taking on a good one. That's how it be. Sisters, don't put yourself in that situation. Don't put yourself in that situation. All right. I says, the sister in the truth more than likely run in a circle of dragons or who secretly or openly hate polygyny. And you know she with dragons if she not out here correcting the other sisters. It's easy to point them out. So, brothers, one of the quick hints to know, well, dang, I wonder if she X, Y, and Z. If she's not out here correcting sisters, teaching sisters of what we just went over in Titus chapter 2, then more than likely she is one of them. More than likely she is one of them. More than likely she's one of them. All right. So let's continue. I said here. All right. I says the new woman in the truth ain't friends with women who talk shit about what the man is doing. I say she's going back and forth with men on Facebook and always got something to say. Right? I said, think about this. Think about the sisters who start drama. It's A, single women, baby mamas with multiple children, or baby mamas, of course. Women whose husbands are not around. Ain't no telling where he at. Why are you doing all of this stuff? Am I saying it's bad that you got children, sisters? No, I'm not saying that. But typically speaking, this is the category that falls under this. She becomes idle. She got too much time on her hands. So, women whose husbands are not around, or wives whose husband isn't that strong in the word, meaning he ain't out here teaching and making videos and waking up Israel, right? He ain't waking up no one in the nation. You know what I'm saying? I said no one in the nation really knows him. He an average Israelite brother that ain't out here like that. And that's cool. Your brother, if that's you, look, if you your average Israelite brother, you won't make videos and all of that. This is not a diss to you, but I'm saying that 9 times out of 10, you are the one that becomes that victim. You get what I'm saying? Because think about it. If a brother's out here teaching and putting in work in Israel, that's just to know that, well, he ain't gonna have it. I can't do him like I do him. He's too strong in the word. And you know what they do? When they're happy, oh, you're a smart man. Then when they're mad, oh, you using the Bible to do X, Y, and Z. Watch those devils. And sisters, if you know some sisters like that, you better delete and block them. Better watch them. Better delete and block them. Better watch them. Because brothers will see that. He may not say nothing, but he don't like that. And that's going to ruin your chances getting you a husband. Hey, delete and block them, sis. So I said, yeah, you would see it. You would see it from his wife for sure. And let him tell it. He a strong brother in the truth. Yeah, okay, bitch ass nigga, mean ban. We see how your wife embarrass you online. You weak in spirit. That don't mean when I'm being precise in this. What I'm saying, when I'm saying that he weak, I'm not saying that he's a punk that'll let a man just push him or punch him. You know what I'm saying? Or punk on him. I'm not saying that. I mean he weak in spirit. He could be the strong brother. Yeah, that's right. But come home, yes, boo. I'm sorry. I want to make you mad, or in any type of way. Any type of way. For example, let me grab this real quick. We got First Esdras. Let me go here real quick. Hold on 1 second. First Esdras, chapter 4. Verse 26, it says, yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women. See that? Ooh, she gonna bring me to my wits. Stressing them out. So it says, and many become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, died, and have erred, gone off, and have sinned for women. These sisters will run you to your wits' end and stress you out. Sisters, take heed. Don't stress these brothers out. So this is what I'm talking right here. Those sisters are running them to his wits' end. And sometimes he probably be happy, like, I'm glad she's doing that. At least she ain't in my face bugging me right now. And some of them, he ain't got the courage to stand up to it like that. Man, look, y'all be surprised at some of the people who I counsel, y'all. I said, the sisters who are in the truth is teaching men, and she's out of order, and she has no heads, husband, or typically she's not up under a man, sis. I said, if she so, once again, more than likely, he's a bitch ass nigga because he let her do it. Some brothers, I said, so brothers, these are a few advantages and disadvantages of not taking a sister who's already in the truth versus women who are not in the truth, and you building her up from scratch. I say, because I say, if you get you a woman who's not in the truth and she already displays quality of a good wife, she already got them qualities. All you have to do from this point is elevate her in this truth. See that? So you see a sister, she's not in the truth. She may got a Christianity background, Islamic background. She's willing to be quiet, listen and learn, and shut up and not got to always put her 2 cents in. Guess what? Hey, take a chance with that one. She already displays the qualities of what you read in the Bible. Take a chance with that one. Like I said down here, reteach her, redress her, rebuild her, and marry her. A lot of these sisters in the truth are damaged goods. Yo, they suffering from trauma. They haven't healed better. They have yet to heal better. So I said, not them women who you build up and she's a dragon in her past. All she's going to do is be a dragon unless she be fully converted. You'll get some sisters that will be that dragon that will turn around and be like, yo, I used to do X, Y, and Z. And now I'm not going to do that no more because I recognize my error and that was off. That was evil. I used to hang with other sisters that did it and talk that nonsense. I grew up learning this from my mama and from my sisters and from my surroundings and sisters I looked up to, and television shows and videos and music and entertainment. And I thought that that was cool. But now I'm like, no, that's off. Sisters can repent, just like brothers can repent, of course. But I'm saying it's easier if you can teach her yourself. It's easier. So I said, brothers, if you have a wife that you are pulling out of the world, I said, do not let her even deal with women in the truth at all. At all. Brothers, don't do it. The best advice, when you bring her in this truth, you teach her, you build her up, you rebuild her up, you marry her. She learned your ways. And then when she's stronger in the truth, then at that point, she can go and correct other sisters and be teaching what these sisters is in the truth ain't teaching. Think about it. You sisters who think I might just be over-exaggerating. I ask this question all the time. You who've been in the truth for a while, how many sisters you know? How many brothers you know in the truth? How many of them are teaching according to Titus chapter 2? On a regular that's been doing this for years. Could you name 10 of them right now? But guess what? Even though a lot of the brothers, even though we might not agree on everything, even though we might be in, like some might be in different groups and different organizations, some may not be, at least they teaching the law, statutes, and commandments and correcting brothers. Sisters ain't correcting sisters. They're not holding them accountable. And you coming right on, falling in right on with them. These same sisters that you linking up with are just as worse as the sisters in the world. Just as catty, just as argumentative, controversial. Stay away from them sisters. Delete them and block them. I'm telling you, delete them and block them. You're going to put yourself in a bad situation with the guy who's courting you, and he's not going to fully trust you. She's not going to want to deal with you. Trust me. Delete them all. So it says, I said, these sisters who are in the truth will, shalom, sis, with a big old smile. Ooh, girl, I love your skirt, sis. Let's fellowship. They'll see, man, look, I've seen some sisters that came into the truth. Yeah. Strong in the Lord, spiritual. And then they get around a circle of dragons and they get sucked right on in that drain. Right on in that drain. I've seen it. I've counseled brothers on this countless of times. In America and out of America. So, what them sisters to do then after that? Then plant seeds of bullshit in her head. And now she got a new friend that she gonna listen to. Brothers, do not make this mistake. Keep her away from these dragons in the truth. They're like spoiled milk. Let them rot unless they also want to come and repent. Then you can, of course, marry her as well. Get your wife out of the world and build her up. If you are strong enough to do it, that's the key, brothers. If you are strong enough to do it, because make no mistake about it, brothers, a lot of y'all are not strong in the truth. Some of y'all still be mainly being carnal. And, you know, you might not have that gift of teaching like that. Some of y'all need to be up under leadership. But these groups is giving us in the community a bad name too. So, brothers who are strong in this truth, I'm mainly talking to you. A brother like you can do it. You can go get a woman out of the world. Why? Because you stand firmly on that book. You know what the book say. You know how to find them scriptures. You know how to rebuke nonsense according to the scriptures. You ain't got to call such and such up, you know. Look, everybody got a different gift. But brothers, don't do this if you're not strong in this. You better off waiting until a sister coming into the truth after you, and then you teach her up and mold her up. She know little to no knowledge, or a sister who finally went in to listen. Look, do that. All right? A lot of brothers who not that strong into the truth, guess what they do? They get involved with sisters after they came into the truth, and then boom, they fall right into that drain. Right into that drain. She done corrupted him. Or a brother who might be coming to the truth, he's fully persuaded, but yet the woman who he got ain't trying to come on board with him. Ugh. He's not that strong in the truth. That's just the truth. He's not that strong in the truth. One, he's still putting up with it. He's still calling her feelings. He's not that strong in the truth. And guess what she gonna do? She gonna get comfortable and she gonna stay in there like, oh, well, he ain't really applying pressure. He ain't really putting his foot down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Halloween over here. I'm gonna eat my little pork over here. Or you know what, I'm gonna stop doing it, but I'm not gonna come and do all of that. Brother, leave her alone. She don't submit to you. She don't obey you. She's spoiled. Straight up. So if you're strong enough in the word, you're strong enough to do it, then yeah, I would definitely encourage you. Definitely encourage this. It's easier. Am I commanding you to do this? No. But it's definitely easy. Definitely easy to do it. I did it with my 3 wives. One came into the truth with me. I learned so much, taught her. Second wife, boom. Had an Islamic background, well, more Science Temple background from her father. May he rest in peace. Man, me and him, that was a good brother though, man. I miss him. But taught her. Washed her clean from the filth. Third wife, her. She knew a little bit about the truth. And get this, it was a sister who actually planted seeds with her and brought her into the truth. But just so happened, this same sister that brought her into the truth is a sister who I was real cool with. Real cool with. Still is, I say it like past tense. Cool with the sister. She brought her into the truth. But during the time that I met my third wife, she wasn't walking in it. She knew about it, you know, had seen a little few videos here and there, but She knew it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she had stopped the pork, you know, like a little simple stuff, but she wasn't walking in this truth, being devoted in this truth, being a daughter of Zion in this truth, dressing like a daughter of Zion, moving like a daughter of Zion. No, I rebuilt her up, retaught her, redressed her, rebuilt her, and married her. So I did it 3 times. So it could work. And the woman I'm courting now know very little to the truth. She's older than I am. She's not a stranger to the Bible, though. So it can work if you brothers are strong enough. But you do know one of the disadvantages, brothers, when you get strong in the scriptures, a lot of sisters ain't gonna want to deal with you. They're gonna be angry with you. Why? Because you're gonna put your foot down. You're gonna call shit out. And they're not gonna like that. So you'll be public enemy number 1, of course, but whatever. All right. So anyway, that's what I said. So brothers, these are a few advantages and disadvantages of not taking a sister who's already been in the truth versus women who are not in the truth, and you building her up from scratch here. And then, boom, here. All right. I said because if you get you a woman who's not in the truth and she already displays qualities of a good wife, and all you would do from this point is elevate her in this truth, meaning rebuild her in this truth. Not the women who you build up and she's been a dragon in her past and all she's going to do is be a dragon. Yeah, fire-breathing dragon. That's a woman who nags a lot, yells a lot, talks a lot of trash. We call them dragons. All right. So it says, unless she be fully converted. Unless she be fully converted. All 3 of my wives, I basically tell you, they were pretty much rebellious. Well, except for me, my first wife. But my second and my third wife, they ran their men. Ran them. Controlled them. Dragging. One of my wives told me how she tore the house up. She ever got mad. So, yo, you get some that will turn from this mindset and start walking this ways, and then boom, you can marry her. So the charge low and put this on the charge real quick. All right, boom, there we go. So anyway, I said, unless she be fully converted. Converted means changed. She turns from it. I said, brothers, if you have that wife that you are pulling out of the world, I said, do not let her even deal with the women in the truth at all. These sisters who are in the truth will, shalom, sis, with a big smile. Ooh, girl, I love your skirt on like your hair wrap. Let's fellowship, because she got an agenda. She see how modest your woman's moving, and she want to corrupt that. I said, then plant seeds of bullshit in her head, and now she got a new friend who she going to listen to. Brothers, do not make this mistake. Keep her away from these dragons in the truth. They're like spoiled milk. Let them rot unless they also want to repent. Then you can, of course, marry her as well. Hey, nothing wrong with poly, but nothing wrong with monogamy either. Polygyny ain't for everybody. All right. Monogamy ain't for everybody. But anyway, I say, get your wife out of the world and build her up if you're strong enough to do it. So I said, my 3 wives are a prime example. One came into the truth with me, like I was just telling you. The other, I brought her to the truth. The other knew the truth, came into the truth by a sister I knew. So doctrine was never an issue. Why? Because she fellowship with brothers who I know and love that I fellowship with. So doctrine was never even an issue. That was one that slipped under the radar, you know. But then she did tell me she had kind of watched some videos. But then once she seen, you know, what it was, she totally disregarded that. Totally disregarded that. So you get them few, y'all, them few that could slip through the cracks. Ooh-wee, but it's a gamble either way. But it's easier if you start her from scratch. So I says, and she wasn't that deep into the walk, or and I'm saying she wasn't a part of a congregation. So I basically took her out of the world and brought her in the truth. and she left her carnal ways alone. So brothers, don't think it can't be done. It can be done. I said, my brother and I did a class on this topic the other day. So remember, if you remember part one, me and Mash, that's what I'm talking about. So you see, during the time that I made this was in 2020. All right, what you're reading here, and this meme here I did back in 2020, shortly after we did that video. So I says, nowadays you meet a beautiful sister in a head wrap, like, you know, beautiful dress, right? And not know she was married or dealt with priest such and such, or elder such and such, or soldier such and such, like these camps, or captain such and such, right? Those who in the Hebrew community, you already know what I'm talking about, camps. I say, or she may have skipped town or changed her name and made a new identity, switch camps or cities, etc. I say, hey, pay attention to these women and their posts on how she comment on brothers' posts. Pay attention. She's seen too much and everybody knows her. I say, she spends so much time on Facebook. She ain't even washed the stank off her. Yeah, you know. But think about it. Everyone know her motherfucking ass. Like, dang, woman, you ain't cleaning. You still here arguing with such and such on Facebook. Going back and forth with such and such on Facebook. Or you may say, ain't you married? Damn, you clearly ain't tending to your husband. Look at what you're doing. And if you nagging and going back and forth and being angry on Facebook, I know you giving the energy to your husband. No way my wife's hanging with you. No way. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hey, brother, you mind if your wife fellowship with mine? Yeah, I do mind. We all going to be present. Nah, that's not happening. Not happening at all. No. Man, you think your wife can counsel my wife? Probably not, brother. You know, I don't know. What's going on? Talk to me. You know, let's see what's going on first. You know, because clearly she don't listen to you, she ain't gonna listen to my wives. Who the hell are they to her? You know, so let's see what's going on before we do all of that. You know, very few people can do that, access to my household. Very few. I said, she's like the popular girl in school, which means every brew has been flirting with her. Ooh, you get a lot of sisters. Tell me I'm lying. A lot of sisters that's popular with you. A lot of people know a single sister. How many brothers been on her status is flirting with her? Sending her emojis and love. Ooh, sis, shalom. That's right. Let me teach you, sis. You got a covering, sis. Shalom, queen. Come on now. We see it. And guess what, sis? If you don't put a stop to that, he ain't gonna take you seriously. Why? Because he gonna feel like, dang, I gotta compete with this brother over here, compete with that brother over there. Or I gotta wash her clean from this doctrine. She's washed this camp. She watched that camp. She shared a post on such and such. Now she's sharing a video on such and such. Now she asking this question. Now you got 50,000 comments. Now it's like, oh, no, I'm good. But anyway, I said she's like the popular girl in school, which means every brew has been flirting with her or wanted her, meaning back then. Or shalom queen her to death. Or brother, that's funny, I just said that too. I said, or a brother or two may have been with her already. May have had her already. Whether marriage or he didn't lay with the woman already. I say, she won't tell you the whole truth. Save yourself the headache, brother. That's what I was saying right here. Mold her, like the carnal woman, you know what I'm saying? Mold her into the woman of God and the perfect help me for you. Because it just may save you a headache and stress in so many ways, starting with indoctrination. So that's one of the reasons why you see why I'm saying that in this post. I say here, I say she ain't like them single sisters that always got a question for all of Israel on Facebook to get the reactions and put basically for a whole bunch of Israelite brothers who want to queen his way into her bedroom. I said, come on, brothers, you know what I'm talking about. Prime example. Pretty single sister makes a post. Shalom, Facebook. Can men have multiple wives? Or can they do this according to the New Testament, Old Testament? And then you got a lot of these brothers who can't even agree on stuff. You got brothers who can't even agree on what's God's name. You can make a post right now in the Israelite community and say, what's God's name? And watch how many comments you get. Yahweh, Yahawah, YAHAWAH, Adonai, Hashem, Ahaya. What's Jesus' name? Sister, don't say Jesus. You can say Jesus. Jesus, Iesus. Jesus is Zeus. YAHAWASHI, Yeshua, Yahushua, Yahushua, Yeshaya. You can make a post right now. What day is the Sabbath day? Monday, Tuesday, new moon, full moon. Friday evening, Saturday evening. Friday evening, Sunday. Friday evening to Saturday morning. It switches every month. So now you got this sister that's listening here in X, Y, and Z. And now what you got to do, brother? If you finally grabs her attention out of some strange miracle, what's going to happen now? Now she done sucked up all of that doctrine, and she gonna be, oh well, yeah, I do believe, but I remember such and such said this, or okay, that makes sense, but I remember when such and such told me that it was this and it was that. Now you got to go and deal with that now. Yeah, he said that, but that's wrong. But how's it wrong? I mean, what he said kind of do make sense too. Brothers, it's easier. You ain't got to deal with that. More than likely, if you're dealing with a sister out of the world and you're strong enough to bring her into this truth. I'm telling you. Even if you're a brother out there who is believing in monogamy only, because there's some Israelite brothers that believe in monogamy only, even though they be in other women's inbox. That's a whole nother topic. But yeah, we're going to get into that. But some may be like, yo, hey, I don't deal with poly. And you know how they twist 1 Corinthians 7:2, 1 Timothy chapter 3, 1 through 12. You already know the scriptures they use, you know. But anyway, then you got to hear her coming to me talking about poly. You're not going to like that. So, hey, anyway, I say, come on, brothers, you know what I'm talking about? Prime example, pretty single sister. Make a post, Shalom, Facebook. Can men have multiple wives? First off, woman, shut up. Go do this and teach that. Go make some clothes and sew some dresses. And you know what I'm saying? Worry about that. Worry about getting the sisters together. We went over what y'all supposed to be doing. Brothers will see that and be like, oh, no. I said, brother who wants more than one wife, behind it would be like, nah, sis, these men, they X, Y, and Z, they full of lust. You know how they be. 1 Corinthians 7:2, which a video I made I made a lesson on that one. Where is it? Here it is right here. Real good video. I did a real good video on that one. Check that video out. But they twist 1 Corinthians 7:2. But I say, then you got a bunch of clowns arguing online to impress her because they're struck by her beauty. And she like, oh, that's the king. Gotta watch that too. The king sister. Because women do it too. But when it come time for you to be a king and rule her ass, she ain't going for it. She ain't going for it. She not going for it. So you gotta watch that. You gotta watch that. So, ladies and gents, that's the king. I said, now everyone added her, and now you got a bunch of clowns and dragons on her page, and now you got to worry about combating their doctrine, impressing her and showing her how smart you are with the Bible. Meanwhile, she's listening to Johnny, who likes and comments on every goddamn thing she say, because he own her too. Think about this, y'all. I say, now that's his sister, Aqua. Man, that's my sister, X, Y, and Z. Nigga, ain't your sis, you want her. You want her. You want her. All right? So, hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right. Shout out to my bro Gabriel, he in town right now. She just told me they trying to get in touch with me. Bro, I'm making a video as you see. So when you watch this, you see I'm making a video. I've been doing this all day. When you watch part 1 and 2, you be like, yo, he really was doing this all day. But anyway, so now everyone added her, and now you got a bunch of clowns and draggers on her page, and now you got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, combating their doctrine, impressing her and showing her how smart you are with the Bible. Because that's what them brothers is doing. Meanwhile, she listening to Johnny, who likes and comments on every goddamn thing she say. Now that's his sister, or YAHAWAH too. Bruh, save yourself some time. Leave them alone. In other words, leave them. Know-it-all Israelite sisters who want to post for attention alone. Leave them alone. I say, she makes posts like, I'm tired of this, X, Y, and Z. Or, these men be X, Y, and Z. You know how they do. Or, is Jesus' real name YAHAWASHI, Yeshua, Yeshaya, Yahushua, Yahushua? Or YAHOSHI, you know how they be. Or is God named Elohim? Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahuwah, Ahaya, Yahuwah, YAHWAH, etc. Watch them sisters, y'all. They got too much time on their hands. They idle. I said, then you got a bunch of Negroes or so-called scholars coming to argue on her page, or you know how they do. And now she getting more, I'm saying, come on her page, and she got more traffic than rush hour in New York on her page. 5,000 comments. Bro, leave her alone. Leave her alone, bro. You got to spiritually battle every damn body. Versus you getting a sister that don't know nothing, and you can educate her and teach her for yourself. Reteach her, redress her, rebuild her, and marry her. So I say, or she make posts like, can we eat pork or not? Or is it lawful to do this or not? Or why do Israelite men do or say this? Or she make a post like, what if a man or someone say this? What should I do? Asking for a friend. You know how they do. Watch them, sisters. I said, then you got a bunch of nonsense on the page. Now you got to argue with her over how YAHAWAH Yasharallah from the ISUHYAK camp, no one specific, or another camp, or Israelite in general, who is wrong. Now you got to argue with her over, well, they said this. Now you got to go and combat all of that. Brothers, save yourself some time. She knows it all. She's a know-it-all already. She's seen all the YouTube breakdowns, so God is with her. It won't work and go smoothly as you thinking. Well, I've been studying and God shows me in X, Y, and Z. Some of them has been damaged for some of these wicked brothers in Israel. So now they don't want to listen to you now. But now because these men X, Y, and Z, she's damaged goods, bro. She ain't, hey, she gotta heal better. Gotta heal better before she can move on and marry you, brother. She gotta be fully converted, fully persuaded. So I said the only way it can go smoothly with that woman who's already into the truth, listen up. The only way it can go smoothly with that woman who's already into the truth, or some strange miracle, she's willing and ready to recreate herself, right? And rewash her past from doctrines and all. But that's highly unlikely. Highly unlikely, guys. Highly unlikely. She's a self-proclaimed prophetess or priestess, deaconess. And I said, deaconess so-and-so now. That's what I'm basically saying. She got all the breakdowns and notes and got all the so-called ox. I hate when brothers say that. On speed dial. Let me call such and such so-and-so. You know, because I know him. I watch him on YouTube, and he told me I can call him anytime. But look, sis, go deal with him. Go marry him then. Marry somebody in his camp then. He got a lot of followers. You can't find one? Y'all believe in the same thing? Boom. Go ahead. I'm saying it won't work, bro. Or it may, or it may, if you super strong in the Bible, such as myself, not tooting my own horn, but I can defend my own. She coming to me with some crazy doctrine. Yeah, I destroyed. I know how to deal with that. But I said most can't, and it's okay, brother. I said that don't make you better or you worse. Remember Ecclesiasticus 19 and 24. Let's read that real quick. Let me reshare my screen. Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, also known as Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 24, it says, he that hath small understanding and fear God is better than one that have much wisdom. But what? He sins, aka transgress the law of the Most High. Why? Because you got all this wisdom, but yet you still breaking God's laws. You know better. So let's go ahead and continue. Let me go back and reshare my screen. So I says, boom, here we go. I said it can work if she truly start from scratch and get rid of social media accounts and everything. I'm gonna repeat that. It can work if she will truly start from scratch, get rid of social media accounts, plural, and what? Everything she once had, right? She get rid of everything that she once had, and you start her from scratch. So, however, you are gambling with that one. It can work, but it's highly unlikely that it will be 100% to your liking. Because think about it. Number one, that'll be an ultimate test too. Your sister says she like you, interested in you, want to marry you, and want to be courted by you and all of that, want to be in your house or be a part of your household. Have her to do that. See if she wouldn't do it like that. No hesitations. If so, hey, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. But if she not, she put up any sort of fight. Why? And X, Y, and Z, she don't trust you. She's not going to submit. Stop now and move while you can. She's going to be a problem. She's going to be a problem. If she can't submit now, she won't submit later. I'm telling you, brother, look past her big behind and those breasts and that nice smile. I'm telling you, sisters, take heed. And if that's you, look, sis, and if you, oh, I don't know if I can do that for him, sis, let it go. You'll never be married. Go join the Dragon Squad. It ain't for you. If you giving any type of kickback and any type of push on any of this, it ain't you. It's just not you. You're just not that guy for him. He wants submission, obedience. All right. Now, of course, you know, brothers who are weaker, they ain't gonna like what I'm saying either. They bitch ass niggas. It's just what it is. Hey. So I said, it can work if she truly start from scratch, get rid of social media accounts and everything she once had, and you start her from scratch. However, you're gambling with that one. It can work, but it's highly unlikely it'll be 100% to your liking. Yo, I say, yo, these sisters in the truth, he has her own followers, aka spiritual congregations on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat, etc. So good luck, because most likely her cup is overflowing with her own ways, and there's no room for yours. She got her own followers somewhere. She got her own platforms. She's not giving it up for you. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. She won't make it. She won't make it. Think about it. You can correct her, and one thing, she's gonna go to her platform. Well, this guy said X, Y, and Z. Should I listen? You're gonna have 50,000 answers of what she's gonna do. Take heed to one of them. Not taking heed from you. Scripts say you should have a wife after your own mind. Brothers, don't take your chances. I'm telling you. You better off not. You better off taking your chance with that one that don't know much, or the one that is just coming in, fresh in. A woman who you can see yourself leading. Look, 9 times out of 10, if she know more than you, hey, you better leave her alone. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna be dangerous for you, bro. She's gonna be dangerous for you unless, man, look, hey, that's a whole nother type of look. She's gonna be dangerous for you, bro. It's gonna be some issues. Spiritually, she's already out of order, because she's gonna be teaching you and leading you spiritually. Leave her alone. So I says, I said she want to dictate what you can and can't post about. She want to control something in some way. Brother, save yourself some time. I said she's walking. I said she's a walking modest dragon full of headaches. Because you get sisters that be dressed so modest, so beautiful, nice smile, right? Maybe new into the truth, maybe not. She's a walking dragon. So what's she king you? I'm telling you. I finally got a woman call me king and all of that, and Lord. Yeah, that's gonna be me. Brothers, look, test her through submission and obedience and sacrifice and see if she still keep that same energy. She give you any pushback, boom, you're out of here. You're out of here. You don't compromise. You're out of here. See, that's why those sisters won't deal with strong brothers like us, because we ain't having it. We ain't having that. No, you're not coming in with no demands. You're going to come in and you're going to obey. You're going to submit. You're going to listen and you're going to obey. Well, I'll do it. And then when it's time to do it, then they don't want to do it. I'm telling you. So anyway, I said, when she finally showed her, I said, she's a walking modest dragon full of headaches when she finally show herself. Because, you know, some won't show themselves. They'll wait till after they done wooed you over, right? She done swept you off her feet. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she done gained favor. So now she slowly bring it in. And boom, it hit you. Hit you. There you go. There's the demon right there. Watch it, brothers. I said, not all of them, but 99%. Deal with them at your own risk, brothers, but save yourself some time. Stop going back and forth with these unrepentant ass sisters. She won't repent fully. She won't repent or fully listen to you. She won't do it. Leave her alone. I say, yo, get you a wife from a sister who never really knew nothing about no Israelites and teach her for the first time. See that? Teach her for the first time. For the first time. And treat that beautiful repentant sister who is hungry for knowledge and truth. She want to learn so bad, right? You know, them note-taking sisters, huh? And she's not only taking notes, but she's applying what she learned. Take a chance with her. I said, what I say she is? Like a freshly baked cake that was made from scratch. See that? I say them so-called submissive women get on foolishness all the time when it don't work out. They have a strong man in this walk. He don't put up with her carnal bullshit, and it don't work out for them. And they wanted it to work out, right? I said, and she gets a brother that's not as strong in the word scriptures because she knows she can't get away with more because, I mean, she knows she can get away with more, right? He don't know no better. I said, and more than likely, he's a bitch ass nigga. See that? And I said, and so-called submit to him since it fits her liking. Oh, I see that a lot. I see that a whole lot. A whole lot. Whole lot. All right? They go get the ones that ain't too strong in the truth. Yeah, she can get away with a little more. Like, for example, me. Woman, according to me, you ain't going to no club. You're not going to be smoking no weed. You're not going to be doing this and that. But a brother who might not be as strong as you, he know he an Israelite, he'll let her go to the club. He'll let her smoke weed. He'll let her do certain things. He'll let her put up with some things. Got that? He'll let her do that. All right? Hold on 1 second. One second, y'all. All right. So he'll let her do that. So anyway, I says, I said because she knows she can get away with more because he don't know no better. And more than likely, he's a bitch ass nigga. I said, and she so-called submit to him since it fits her liking. She gonna get the brother that's not as strong in the truth, and then she'll bring her demands in slowly with a passive aggressive way. You know how some of them do it. They're doing it in the form of, well, you know, I need attention 3 days a week or 80 days a week, and I need this, I need that. Yeah, all right, cool, I got you. Next Y and Z. You know, she's slowly manipulating him. Slowly. Well, yeah, I was telling this one guy, and he made me do X, Y, and Z. I had to leave him alone. That's manipulation. What she's doing. And strong brothers ain't going for that. It'd be kind of like a woman say, yeah, I was talking with this man and he wanted another wife. And I wasn't going for that. So your weaker brother be who secretly do want another woman. Oh, yeah, that's wrong. That brother shouldn't have been doing all of that. X, Y, and Z. That's what he'll do. But a strong brother be like, hey, well, that was his God-given right. He could have did that, X, Y, and Z. I'm the same way. Hey, brothers, we got to be strong in this. So anyway, she'll find a brother to submit to her liking and manipulate and control him. Brothers, watch that. I said, or she gets a builder bro, which is a man that she can build the Hebrew out of him and train him up the way she see fit and be her little servant and help me. And at that point, she can show the world that she's now submissive and repentant and now in order and be like, see, my husband don't mind if you know how they do. She done built the Hebrew out of him. Baby, we can't be doing this. We can't be doing this. We can't be doing that. The Bible say this. And it very well may be true. But she done built the Hebrew out of him. Nah, you can't do this because them men in Israel, they do X, Y, and Z. And she may be wrong about that. But now to him, like, well, she been right about everything else. So, I mean, hey, yeah, I do see them brothers. They do be X, Y, and Z. And now he's at her kneecaps. Sisters, you putting yourself at a disadvantage. All right. So I say, oh yeah, here we go. I say, you know how they are. We see it often. And this is true, y'all. Hey, man, look, so many councils. She the same dragon that just got a new dress and name. So she's the same dragon. She just got a new little hair wrap, nice little outfit, right? You know how they do when they first come into the truth. They love their new outfits and all of that. They want to show the world that they look beautiful. Where's that sign of submission and obedience? Show me that. Because you looking pretty, that's it. That don't mean nothing to me. You want to submit and obey? Yeah. And that means something to me. Straight up. So I say she the same dragon, just got a new dress and name. So in other words, this sister right here is really her in reality. This is another reason why I said, brothers, look, hey, you better off of going in the world. Because some of them that dress like this is still like that anyway. Anyway. Just go get the one who you can teach from scratch. Not all the sisters, but oh, it's a gamble. But she probably done flirted with somebody you knew already in the past anyway. She done been spiritually ran through already. Man. Wow. I said, trust me, I've had sisters openly tell me this and will confirm it. Yo, man, I got screenshots for years for y'all on this. I say, think about it. Sisters in the truth versus sisters who's not in the truth. Most of our brothers are with wives they already had in the truth or came into the truth with or have some old history with. Just look at how many sisters in the truth and they ass claiming to be submissive and virtuous. And she's still single still. Still ain't married. She bullshitting and spending too much time on social media. Part of the reason she don't. I said, the real reason, besides the excuses she gives on why she ain't married yet, and some of them stuck in their past and got secret men, right? But don't get me started on that. Because, yeah, buddy, you got some of these sisters that come into the truth, they still dealing with little Johnny in the world. Still a person she got history with. I counsel. This is true stories, y'all. I said, there is a real reason besides the excuses she gives on why she ain't married yet. And some of them stuck on their past and got secret men. But don't get me started on that. I said some of them secretly like brothers and weighing her options. Weighing her options. Brothers, look, don't get a headache trying to figure this out. Like if she won X, Y, and Z, look, hey, sisters are still weighing their options. Still got brothers still flirting in their inbox and all of that. She got options. It's just the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. Go get you a sister that's thirsty for this truth and teach her for the first time. Teach her for the first time. Reteach her, redress her, rebuild her, and marry her. I said, she don't want you. Her rebellious ass, her rebellious sisters taught her what a real man is, even though she don't have one. I said, I speak as a man on this when I say this stuff. So in other words, I'm not proclaiming that, yo, this is all biblical. I'm speaking as a man. All right. I say, look, it's just easier to get a sister who want to repent like God did with Israel and help change her. Stop letting these dragons teach your potential wife how to be a wife the way I said their way failed us. It's best you teach her how to be a wife, not these sisters that's already in the truth. You teach her, unless you personally send her to a sister or you vouch for her. In other words, you may know a brother who may vouch for her. Cool, brother, do that. I say, you do it. I say, or a strong husband you know has vouched for his wife, right? Basically what I was just saying. I said a solid wife, not these ones, not the ones who kind of run their husband. You see she kind of run her husband, kind of run his household. You see he coddle her feelings when she's off. Don't do that, bro. You're going to mess yourself up. Don't do that. I said, because these sisters got an agenda. And it's a new day. Us men are tired of your shit. Either submit or die alone. Straight up. So I said, watch them. They always making videos and posts and always being a dragon. And watch them runaway wives or brides. And them women who don't want to submit to their husbands. They are a bad influence on your future wife or wives. Keep them away from them. If she got a rap sheet being a runaway wife, don't let your woman hang with her at all. She can check her though until you go back to your husband, and then we can be cool. If you don't submit to your Lord here on earth, oh no, how you gonna submit to the Lord in heaven? Who am I to you if you leave your husband because you don't like something he did or said? The scripts say even when he ain't obeying a word, you still ought to submit. And you can win him over by your behavior. In that 1 Peter chapter 3, 1 and 2. Oops. Sisters ain't teaching that. So if these sisters ain't teaching that, keep your woman away from her. Keep away from her. I said, especially them women who got an issue with poly, watch them dragons. They evil at heart. I say, as far as social media go, I say, sit back and watch how many women in the truth make foolish posts and talk filthy. Watch how no one comes and correct the sister. But the woman you like, don't check it or address it. Watch who like comments and posts she approves of it. Secretly, their Facebook for the most part. Look at her circle. Those who she, you know what I'm saying, who she clings to. Right? Shows where she is. These women in the truth is associating with too many dragons with head wraps who entertain drama and women foolishness. If these sisters ain't checking that nonsense, stay away from her. Leave her alone, bro. Sisters, if you're doing this, stop. I said, watch these sisters that be trying to teach all the damn time and doing breakdowns. Hey, get your women away from them, bro. It's gonna hurt you. Sisters, if you're doing this, stop. Why you think you ain't found no man yet? You probably got you a builder brew. But anyway, I say the women, I said that went now yes, I doing deep breakdowns also. That women is a problem, a major problem. Watch the masculine women who talk and act masculine but wear head wraps. These women will be an issue, brothers. It's so easy to get women and bring her into the truth versus the ones who in the truth, making fake pages to be nosy, start drama, basically drama filled versus the women who come into the truth and leaving drama behind. She ain't them sisters who in the truth, but data status say in a relationship. You know how that be. You get these sisters that be in the truth. You go look at her relationship side. It say it's complicated, no relationship to show, in a relationship. Get her away from them. It's gonna be a problem. How's she gonna teach your wife to be obedient to their husband? She ain't got a husband. Red flag for me. You single sisters can move out of our way. You trying to be a sister wife or something? Oh, okay, cool. No, move. Go get a husband first. Then somebody will take you seriously. A righteous husband that's doing something in this community. Come on now. I say, she ain't them sisters who in the truth, but data status say single in a relationship, but been into the truth over a year or two. Come on now, like you on some bullshit, sis. I just can't find a husband. Why not? They all in your inbox. I ain't found one. I may do because that one can go for some hours on the excuses that sisters make and showing them how they bullshit. I may have to do another one on that one, Lord's willing. So, but you know how they get. You know how they get. How you ain't found no husband yet, sis? I say this post right now, so I say video now, is for my brothers. No bitch ass niggas allowed. Sisters, fall back. I don't need your 2 cents. Shut the fuck up once in your life. And right there, if a sister got some input on this video already, red flag. Unless she's agreeing and on our side rebuking these wicked sisters, these demons. Other than that, if she got her 2 cents, well, yeah, but what about, shut up. Brothers, go get a woman who you can deal with from scratch. It's kind of like where brother said, man, I want a virgin. From scratch. It's like driving a fresh car off the lot. Well, I said before it off the lot, because, you know, once it leaves the lot, it loses its value. Kind of like when the sisters, once she come into the truth, for the most part, she loses her value because look at how she is. She comes out of one filth and go into another. One filth to go into another one. Sisters, you want to impress a brother? Follow this to a T. Listen, submit, and obey, delete all your social media accounts. All that. Or ask them, hey, how do you feel? You want me to delete this? You want me to delete that? Impress them that way. Show him that you invest in you and your in time into him. And always be available when he calls and ready to come see you. And always wait for his instruction. Don't be doing things on your own. Why? Because your whole life is going to depend on this brotherhood. But hey, don't take my word for it. You're going to die alone, sister. You're going to die alone. This video, if you don't watch this video for this long, obviously you want a husband. Obviously you do, because you would have been cut this off. And brothers, man up. Be strong. Stop letting these sisters run you in your household and making you look bad on social media. Cut her off. Bye. Delete. Block. She got you looking weak, bro. You still with her. She still ain't keeping the commandments. She still ain't coming around in this truth. How long are you going to sit there and take that? Put your foot down. But anyway, Sisters, for once in your life, just shut the fuck up. Be quiet. This video had to come out like this. So only way you gonna get it. I said, them brothers. I said, and brothers, if you have an issue with this post, meaning this video, are you the type of brother I don't ever, I said, you the type of brother I don't ever want to be around. Because deep down inside, under the muscles, you a bitch ass nigga. And brothers who usually got issue with this usually is brothers that be sneak dissing me all the time. You know how that go. I actually got a song that I made. It was a true story, you know what I'm saying, about Hebrews behavior. Shootah. Yeah. Yeah. Get a shooter in the motherfucking building. Hey, listen to this song, y'all. Spiritual bullets is Luger. They hit you from rooter to tutor. These Hebrews play against her, but they won't approach me. I know they never approach me. They're Christian with bullets. I rock the truth to the fullest. Definitely listen to that. You know what I'm saying? I said spiritual bullets is Luger, boy. Hit you from rooter to tutor, mean from your head to your ass. Shooting all kind of scriptures at you. I ain't gonna approach you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they catch them spiritual bullets, meaning them scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So definitely listen to that song. But you definitely the type of bitch ass nigga I don't want to be around with, associate with. Straight up, nothing personal, but I just want to be around strong brothers and strong brothers only, who run their household in righteousness. Brother, stop beating your wife's ass. Somebody just need to hear that. Don't know who, but stop beating your wife's ass, bro. I'm gonna have to do a video on that too, with domestic violence. You brothers getting out of hand with that too. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I said, sisters, I know this post, or shall I say video, made you mad. I know it hurts, but try shutting up. Sisters can comment if you agree, 100%. If not, I will block you. I'll even block you from YouTube too. I said, also, speaking of comment, check out the video under this post. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, so I said this post I made was back in December 2020. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Sisters, if you single, definitely watch this video. She has no heads and she's rebellious. And we're going to go to chapter. Definitely watch that. Definitely watch that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's see. In the future, again, I'm gonna be doing videos in Hebrew language. As you see, I do have one here. Hapsor Hakadosha Alpi Matai. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the Holy Gospel according to the mouth of the account of Matthew is basically what I'm going over right here. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely read the Hebrew language. Definitely going over that. I'm gonna be going back on my poly rants. You know what I'm saying? Most High willing. As you already see, I had already started with well, first I started with rebuking and correcting myself, talk about my faults and my mess ups. So if I can correct myself, you know I'm coming for y'all heads. But anyway, back to the poly rant, debunking 1 Corinthians 7:2, the false lies they teach about that, concubine versus concubines. Me and my two brothers, who you saw in part 1 of the video, we did a Q&A session, talked about submission, even poly. Single sisters, definitely watch that. Hating ass Hebrews that don't like me, here's your song for you. Make submission great again in the Hebrew New Testament. I talked about that. Exodus 21, the polygyny myth. I went over that, dealing with the maid servants. Sisters, this is a must watch. Daughters of Sarah versus Daughters of Satan. Which one are you? Watch it and see. It's no gray area. Ain't no, I'm working on it. You're the devil or you're not. Anyway, Romans 13, dealing with the laws of the land. They like to bring out. Here's part 2 of the Exodus 20. You already know, law but not expedient. This one can multiple wives live in the same house. Brothers, if your credit is trash, let my sisters get you together. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully by the time it's end of this video, I'll definitely be a little over them 800s. You know what I'm saying? My goal is 850. You're brothers, look, you got good credit, you get whatever you want. Drive off the lot with whatever you want. Sometimes it ain't all about the cash, it's about the credit. All right, but that's a whole nother topic. You need that credit, need some trade lines, strengthen your credit. Hey, watch that video. Promotional code 244. All right. 1 Timothy 5 and 8 myth. I ain't gonna speak on that. You just better watch that one. Sisters love to use that scripture. They ain't saying what they think it's saying. Another scripture, Proverbs 27, they killed me with that one. Ain't even talking about poly. Let's see if this video done finally. Let's see. Oh, snap.
Shalom, shalom.
So you see right here, April 25th, 2001. You know what I'm saying? The video is already up. All right. See, same shirt, same day. I just finished this video. So now that video is now up. So make sure you watch part 1 before you watch this one. But of course, if you didn't got this far, you didn't watch it. So you better go back and watch part 1. All right. So yeah, it's going down. Definitely going down. Make sure you watch part 1. All right. So, sisters, this is some of the secrets that brothers don't have the heart and the balls to tell you. They're not that strong yet. So right now they care about your emotions, how she gonna feel about this. Brothers is tired of y'all nonsense. It's a new day. How he gonna go and get that corner woman? That corner woman ain't doing what you doing, or she probably is doing what you doing, but he can take his chances with her versus taking his chances with you. Yeah, but I just shut up. You're the one that want to get married, right? You want to be a wife? Great. Take this advice. Be quiet. Shut your mouth. This is a tough little video. You can't say, oh, you hate women. No, I got 3 women. I love women. I'll have more wives. Righteous though, of course. But I'm telling y'all this in love and tough love. Brothers, I'm also saving you a headache. A headache. Build yourself up in this truth. Keep these commandments. Learn, study daily, study daily, study daily. Learn this Bible. And then at that point, brother, when you get strong enough, then you go find you a woman. Easier to find in the world versus who's a freshly baked cake than the cake that already been made. A cake that already been made and been bit off of by so many Israelites. Which cake would you rather have? A freshly baked cake that you made with clean utensils that you know is freshly baked? You did everything, got the ingredients? Or a cake that looks so good, but somebody done chewed off of it, and then somebody else done chewed off of it and stuck their fingers in it, and then it's been left out all night, been left out for a few years, or that cake has been some leftovers. Which cake would be better? Think about that. What cake would be better? What woman would be better? Freshly baked or just freshly ate already?